What I'd like to share with you now is the story of Nigel and his niche. To jump into finding a niche, let's look at point of difference. And the first thing I said to Nigel was, tell me about your town. If you were crafting a niche for your town, would it be a good idea to consider how much the people in your town earn, yes or no? Yes. Too right it would. So we had a close look. We found that the average earnings in Nigel's town is £344 a week. This is the England deprivation scale. Look where he was. He was a fairly deprived town. Is that going to tell us about the appetites, the needs, wants of his local population? Of course. So if we want to create a niche there, we have to create a niche that those people will find desirable. You can get all of these graphs and charts from the Office for National Statistics online. Let's have a look at the local population. This chart actually represents Nigel's town. One figure on there is 0.5% of his target. In his case, one figure on there equals 100 people. So we said, let's have a look and see. And from the Office for National Statistics, we found that this was the age mix. So we said, what else could we look at? Well, in terms of the people in Nigel's town who require spectacles, we said, what else could you niche? AMD. Here's the people who are over 50 who might be interested, and there's the 400 in his town who are diagnosed with it. Glaucoma. There's the over 40s in his town. These are the people with a family history. There's the undiagnosed, and there's the ones who know they've got it. Is there a niche there? Yes, dry eye. Of the entire population, these guys are the ones who have symptomatic meibomian gland dysfunction. And these ones in red are the ones whose symptoms are sufficiently annoying, sufficiently distressing, sufficiently painful, so they're prepared to pay more than £150 to have it fixed. One of the things Nigel was thinking about was, I'm going to do dry eye, and I'm going to see thousands of people. I went, sorry, mate, there's 600 in the town. That 600 can be a really great niche because you can use it in other ways. But let's face it, it's perhaps not going to make him drive home money. The second thing, what could we offer? There's a whole list of things that we could look at, and we did that. And here's the coolest question. This is the one that you have to focus on if you want a niche. What can we do outstandingly well? What can we be preeminently good at? Next, you look at the things that people want more of and the things that people want less of. The first thing is, what do the people who are in this potential niche need? Let's play with dry eye for a moment. If it was dry eye, what do they need? They need to stop watering and hurting. They don't necessarily need our consultation. That is a means to an end. What do they want? They want it faster and easier. They want somebody to help them know. The biggest thing we found in dry eye, and where the preeminence is delivered, is with the practitioner who takes the time to sort it out. Then we've got likes. The things that make a difference 3 months after they have left you. And they also like less of some things. You like less effort, less time. And of course, the final one, less money. If you forget about everything but money, all you've got left is money, and you assume that everybody is the same, and you do average, you just look expensive if you're charging more than somebody else. And you're playing into the hands of the guys who go, well, let's do this one instead and charge less. Because now, if those two are the only comparisons, who's going to go there? So let's play with preeminence. Let's think about how you can create preeminence by saying, well, needs, they're functional, they're not very exciting, but let's deliver more of what people actually want by looking at the people in the target market and saying, you preeminently want this, and you would really like this, and you want less effort, less time. Here's the cool bit, guys. If you get a model like that where you're over-delivering here and you're really making them happy here, you can charge more money. Then we need to get onto the design phase. And there are a few things you need to design. The first is, at this point, you should check your corporate identity, which is brand, color scheme, logos, fonts, things like that. Is it saying the right message? More important, there are two experiences that you really have to think about. The first is the customer promise, and the second is your sales journey. And these two should be intertwined. These should educate and inform and inspire the patient at every step of the journey. The next phase, invitations. I've stopped calling it marketing. It's not like that now. We've created something wonderful, something special, and we want people to come, and we want to invite them to come and enjoy the experience of being in this preeminent practice. Preeminence gives people something to talk about. And one of the most important things is that you demonstrate your preeminence so that Simon and Sally in the coffee shop have got a story to tell. And feed them the stories. Tell them what it is they should be saying. These are likely to be raving fans because you are the preeminent best for what they need, want, and like. So by this point, Nigel is slightly worried. Potentially a happy chap, but he's thinking, I've got a lot of work to do. So would you like to know what Nigel's niche was and what happened? Nigel's niche, he said it's spectacle wearers. This is the one he finally went to. So think through the model. Demand. He now knows what the people in his town are likely to be spending. So he's going to create a preeminent model at a price that the town are happy with. So his preeminence was this. And this is on a poster on the wall in Nigel's practice. We promise that you will be delighted. Delight implies preeminence. You will be delighted with how you look in your new spectacles. We also promise you'll be delighted with how comfortable your glasses are. We promise you'll be delighted with how well they suit your lifestyle. We promise you'll be delighted with how well you'll see with them as well. What do you reckon the fifth thing is that people want? Money. One of the reasons people are nervous about coming to the optician is, I don't know how much it's going to cost. So if you overtly promise that people will be delighted with the price too, that makes them more comfortable. We put that poster into Nigel's practice and his book started filling up. That was all we did to start with. We taught Nigel to deliver those 5 things preeminently well, and it brought people in. Come on then, show me, Nigel. How are you going to make me delighted? And he says, well, we do things a bit differently around here. And what he does is he does style consultations. He actually measures the frame. He gets his ruler out on his iPad, and he puts some serious theatre into this. He won't take a deposit from somebody until he's demonstrated the glasses will fit. They talk specifically about lifestyle. And of course, they demonstrate how well they're going to see in the consulting room. They never say, how much do you want to spend on these? What's your budget? They just say, the cheapest pair of specs we've ever done is £59, but not that long ago, we did a pair for £1,200. At some point between those two numbers, you're going to go, oh, that's a bit much. And if that's the case, please will you tell me, because I want you delighted with the price too. I don't want you going home thinking, how am I going to tell the wife how much I've just spent? And then we started doing these. VIP invitations. New look, new you, not just a pretty face. Experience individual style consultation at our specialist preview event. Once a quarter, Nigel previews his latest frame collection. And he does a special day, a Saturday, and he invites usually about 3,000 people from his database and 10,000 people with a leaflet. What he's excited about is that those 10,000 leaflets are saying, this is the coolest practice in this town to come for fabulous glasses. And the people who don't turn up on the day still know this is the most fabulous place in the town to come to for fabulous glasses. So Nigel found his niche. He's subsequently gone on to do others. But he started off by saying, I got it wrong. It wasn't my recall that wasn't working. It was the fact that I missed the message. I didn't align my business with my passion and my drive and the needs, wants, and likes of my surroundings, the people who live near me.